Welcome to the Grand Prix here in Japan. It's Grigorov and Zach Wallace on the front row. The second row got Ultra Road Inventor. We then see UK Ball, Toyota Ladder P5, Sebastian Camp P6, Blair Dragon Sonic P7, Ida Babas P8, Ravo in P9, Dana Boxara P10, and then before P11 to round off the top half. And over the bottom half got Jack Carter, Malik and the Magic, P Sierra, Ahmed, Manos Mika, Taco Van Horn, Carlos Fernandez. Then we see Rafael Ferrari at Bashitano on the 10th row, the final row, the 11th row to Livery and Zygmunt, the two McLarens there. So here we are in Suzuka for an incredible Japanese Grand Prix. I hope it's 500 lights. And we're underway here in Japan for this Japanese Grand Prix, and it is a good start from Grigorov off the front row. Zach also is alongside with more grip on the better tyres. Ultra Row on the medium zone, despite having to have worse tyres than Zach Wallace, looks to get ahead as he's alongside round the outside through the S's. And this time it's Venter now who's also on the attack, trying to get up into P3 with that better tyre, has that advantage, but Ultra Bros does stay ahead. And the car has gone really wide there. It's not good for tyre life whatsoever. I think we all know that by now. As Bavnus gets a 5-second time penalty, he causes a collision. And then it's the Dacia car who gets up into P9 in this race, but that penalty is really going to affect the Boxar back up into P9 and is alongside Revo, who will defend his place for now, as Boxar fails to get the speed that he needs to get ahead. Williams over a very powerful engine in the car, it's not going to do anything as Babinus gets ahead. Revo can't make any moves on the campo. In fact, Babinus gets past, so he's on a roll right now. Babinus around the final corner will end his first lap V8 despite having that penalty. So yeah, Grigorov leading by 1.2 seconds. It's a good lead from him, as he's on his way for his second world championship, but we still have most of the season to go, so we cannot judge things right now as we're in this Asian part of the season. It's a good part of the season. Asia having a lot of really good tracks on the Formula 1 calendar. Also, we have some of the best ones in the world in Europe, but we do see Asia playing some banger races. We all know that. We definitely all know that. As Venter now, with the outside line, gets ahead into P3 and even gets ahead of his teammate. Incredible. Mika gets a 5-second time penalty. But can Zach Wallace defend the place, or is this a team order at Mercedes? It looks like it's going to be the team order because Venter is into P2 and will use that slipstream very well to close in the gap on the Bulgarian of Ivan Grigorov, who still leads this race, has not had a single sight of losing it. And that was a horrible hiccup for Venter, who's been heavily compromised, dropping back more than a second. He will still get the DRS. Venter sets the fast lap of this race, however, and that is no surprise. Definitely no surprise there. UK Ball has not gained or lost any positions this race so far. It's in the Toyota home race here in Japan, so they'll be expecting a strong result, and UK Ball here in P5 will really support that. Same for MP4 as well, also in Toyota. But of course, since Grigorov's on mediums, we may start to see that cap go down. Eventually it's going to start to go up though, because as you can see, Venter's tyres are wearing out. And wearing out the tyres means a loss of grip and a loss of speed. And with these tyres, the tyre model we have, it heavily affects your speed. And I mean heavily affects it. You can really tell that it affects the speed. And see, it's another bad exit from the Mercedes driver. It's not as bad as last time though, but he will enter the pits. It is a pit stop for J&E Venter, switching to the medium compound tyres, the yellow wall tyres. as his teammate Zach Wallace obviously staying out. No need for a double stack. I know the earliest stopper in this Grand Prix. And livery following on for that West-sponsored McLaren Mercedes car, which will switch onto the mediums. He's getting that stop out the way with. So livery will exit the pits now. And that is a P22 exit as expected. But now there is a huge amount of pressure on Zach Wallace, who will want to come out of the pit stop ahead of his teammate of A.G.E Venter, who's ended up going all the way down to 21st on this grid. That shows how close it is. If you can be in P2, almost in the lead, and drop all the way down to P21, would have been P22 if livery did not pit. This just shows the grid is getting closer and closer. Zach Wallace does divert towards that pit lane, as well as Ultra taking an early stop to get off the mediums. They clearly are not working for him, or is not working as good as he would have wanted. It also could be a dummy for other teams, as your cable has been held up in the pit lane. Other drivers definitely would have. Zach Wallace is held up as well, which is going to cost him a bunch of time. Where's A.G.E Venter in all this? Venter is already there in P12. Out at miles ahead of everyone else. Now, could we see Venter be the provisional race leader of this Grand Prix or not? We'll have to find out. But that was a horrible pit stop for many drivers there. So Cables managed to jump Zach Wallace, as well as Ultra Bro, in that pit stop stage. So it's cost Zach Wallace multiple, and I mean multiple seconds there. So Mercedes having a howler. Could they have just stayed out an extra lap and avoided all of that pit lane chaos that we have just seen there? It could have been avoided, but would it have been worth the risk or not? The Magic Madness not separated by much. As yellow flags in seconds 3 for Gorov, who's hit the wall. That would have cost him a bit of time as he goes in the pits anyways. He would have had to. It is the soft tyre for him. As a Campo also entering the pit lane there. So multiple stops coming in. Nice and quick there, as we can see. And ISM4, who's just been held up as he enters his box to switch on to the medium rubber. Cables up to P8, now P7. It is not far behind Gorov, but there's no way he's going to catch up. Toyota just isn't that powerful. Not powerful enough to get ahead of Bulgarian in that far superior Renault car, which we love to see, because that livery is incredible. As Ultra has managed to jump. Gorov, I did not notice that. It's Ferrari, Jack Carter, and Daniel Bogsar in the pit, which I was right about Venter having a provisional race lead. I was right. I called it. And also Gorov's horrible in lap there with the end of it. That would have been a huge player on Gorov dropping these positions, as Ferrari causing a bit of an issue there for them drivers as Ultra in P3, provisional race lead, as Daniel Bogsar will be looking to get into the pits. Managing the grip loss pretty well, just knowing exactly what to do, pulls into the pits. His teammate Jack Carter will stay out, obviously, has quite a while left on them hard tyres, maybe a few laps or so, but that'll be enough to put a soft to the end. There are Bogsar in the pits, Ferrari in the pits. Now it's going to be soft tyres for that Red Bull driver, using that Mercedes power unit, a strong power unit for years. And yeah, UK Ball back into a provisional P5 once again. Zach Wallace has managed to find his way past the Briton, who is on the verge of losing a place from his former teammate, a Dragon Racing owner, Blade the Dragon Sonic, who is still looking to get that move done. But that Dragon car, it's not holding him up, it's helping. The Dragon car is rapid, as you can see, because already right behind Zach Wallace, who needs the P5 for Mercedes, which will turn into a P4 if things go smoothly for the rest of the race, no virtual safety car interruptions. Actually, nonetheless, it would be like that. You would definitely be getting a good place here. Jack Carter's running out of grip now. Campo 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. That's horrible. Campo always getting penalties when he does not need them. And this time it's a rapid move there. It's not a triple overtake, but it is a double overtake. An on-track overtake. That is double. And this means he is here to cause some trouble, as you can probably tell right now. I do not know what to commentate at the moment. Sebastian Tan and Ferrari are interlocked into a battle. Now it was Sebastian Tan and Jack Carter with Ferrari lurking on the back there. As you can see, the Audi trying its best to get through, and Ferrari almost making contact with Sebastian Tan. Red Bull downfall needs to be studied. It really does. I would have expected Magellan to get past UK ball by now, but if Campo never done that double overtake, then it wouldn't have happened. As if you notice, a lap ago, we got Ultra, they were like neck and neck, and now they're over a second apart. Is this intentional stuff from Renault or not? Because to be honest, Ultra's gonna have to pit again. Save Gorov is taking in a stop now, but can he get held up here? It is possible. And if he did get held up, it would be ever so minor. But Vettel's suffering worse. How to make way for the Lamborghini of magic. And Sebastian Campo, damage limitations need to be done to ensure he scores as much points as possible. The number 55 really suffering as it stands at the moment. Sigmund also into the pit lane, getting rid of the medium on the source till the end. That could be a good strategy from McLaren, but McLaren almost nowhere, last in the constructors at the moment. It's not what they need, because they are at risk of being chucked at the sport unless a team saves them. And Ferrari's also got that pressure as well, because they've been given that ultimatum. They'll become trackhouse racing if they finish last, which we will see no more Ferrari. So Ferrari really need to do some stuff, and they have luck right now. They've definitely got some luck because they are not last. They're not in a wash state like last season. They got into the pit lane, it was needed, he's in. Nonetheless, Campo will also come into his box and somehow has not been held up by... Grigorov's not been held up by Campo somehow. But in fact, Campo got held up a little bit actually. Cable stuck once again, yellow flags in that third sector. Who is it for? Oh, now we see where the issue is. Sebastian Tan, one of the drivers, caught there, trying to spin the car around. It was difficult to do that. But yeah, he has eventually spun the car around. The Zygmunt, who's on fresh tyres, will finally get past after being held up just a little bit. Livery coming in for the soft. And now Sebastian Tan taking the pit stop. Needs to get rid of them tyres anyways, they are not good. Daniel Bogdasarov on worn medium worn soft rubber, sorry. It's not far behind Blade Johnson, and they're both going to probably hit this lap. And oh, box, that's the message we just received throughout the commentary box for Blade Johnson, so it's the official confirmation he will box this lap. So you'll be ready to see that as Revo and Grigorov separated by a very small amount. Revo with the worst tyres. As I said, he is in the pits. Changing out soft, and box of it will be medium. No, it's soft, it's soft that he's went for. And yeah, Gregorov has this race in his hands as Revo cannot defend place, but could he go at the end? Probably not. But still, it's worth a try. And now we're watching Ultra Bro, who is there. It should be a 1-2 for Renault if everything does go smoothly. I don't want to apply commentator's curse because people do not like that, and that's for good reason. I'm just figuring out what I commentate. In fact, Jack Hart and Zach Wallace are a good one to look at. Zach Wallace with the better tyres should easily find the grip and does find the grip to get past that Mahal Williams. I'm probably butchering that name. And now we're actually seeing some stuff happening with the Red Bull team. And it was Ferrari getting the UK ball, but probably did just drop as Revo enters the pits. But with Ferrari coming in there, phasing through Bladed Dragon Sonic. Jack Hart is also into the pit stop, into the pit lane. And Ocampo doing really good for this damage limitation stuff. Pushing the medium rubber. Getting so much wear into the tyres. But it should be worth it because the speed will be incredible. Now there is a chance he can keep P4. It is possible. But it's not likely. He could keep a P5 position, and it just depends on how much the likes of UK ball, Blade Down Sonic, push, because let's just be honest, Baroness is not doing anything with the 5-second time penalty there. Mika's actually got another one which I did not notice. So Bogdasarov he has an advantage right now. It's a good one as he's on his way for a P8 finish for Williams, scoring them some more points, which they definitely need. Every team needs points. Now can the Magic hold on to P10, or could Ahmed potentially close in that gap and secure himself as the P11 finisher? I don't know what I'm saying right now, sorry about that. It's just I haven't done a race in quite a while. It's been more than 3 weeks now. Sorry about that. So I'm just losing my commentating never existed skills. But now there we are around that hairpin there as he is on the way towards the spoon curve. It's been an incredible race from Gregorov. UK Ball saying the fast sector 1 on an attempt for the fast lap of the race. The 2-time champion knows how to drive. However, he's got Blitz Cycle on the back, who could look for a P5 finish if he's able to get past UK Ball and somehow stay within 5 seconds of Sebastian Ocampo, who is going to drop at least 1 place, we know that. But we're going to look now towards the man who's dominated this season. Yes, we're only 3 races in now, but it's Gregorov taking another win in his 2016 campaign. It's the fastest lap in the end. Ultra will cross line P2. JD Vedder, a podium for him. And that was his P4, who's had the fast lap of this race. Blade could not get P6 in the end. And look at that, Ocampo will drop another place as Revo gets ahead of the Magic at the last corner, denying Lamborghini a point. Horrible thing to deny there. Van Horn there, P16. And it is going to be Sigmund, Ferrari, Mika, and his livery and Vashti and Tan who round off the grid. It's been an incredible race here. Vashti and Tan, will he get a place or not? We'll find out, because it has not appeared there. Let's look at the podium celebrations where we see Gregorov, our race winner, with Ultra Pro in P2 and JD Vedder in P3. So it's another Renault masterclass again. 3 in a row for Gregorov, our race winner today, and our race winner last race and the race before. He's having one hell of a season. which he's gonna he's gonna complete it with as much wins as possible. 3 to his name now. It's gonna be a hard one to beat. Let's listen to his national anthem, the Bulgarian national anthem. Come on, let's hear it. So let's go over wins and those Ultra JD Venter, Zach Walter at the fast lap, UK Ball, Ocampo, Blair Dragon Sonic, Daniel Bogdasarov, Andy Babinas, Ravo, Malik Navanjic, P. Sierra, MP4, Ahmed, Haas Fernandez, Taki Van Horn, Jack Carter, Zygmunt, Rafael Ferrari, Livery, Malas Vika, and Bastian Tan. That was it for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you in the next round for another exciting round here in the F1 Classic 2016 World Championship. Goodbye.